Alright, so here it is. I'd have to say my favorite part about this course was learning about the three big philosophies: Confucianism, legalism, and my personal favorite, Taoism. I thought Confucianism was interesting because I like the whole logic around it, the whole honor your family and nothing goes against ritual type thing. And thus, it wasn't my favorite philosophy. I think that is actually an ideology that we could use in today's modern society. The whole lead them by virtue and restrain them by virtue is a good way to lead people. Because if you look at it this way, if you're to be led by a person with good virtue, then chances are you could end up being virtuous like the person who led you. Uh, then once you get out of line or act against the person leading, the reward can restrain you by virtue. Because in Confucianism, or restrain you by ritual, I'm sorry. Because in Confucianism, nothing beats ritual. Like, what is a funeral without mourning or a party without celebration? Uh, Also, Confucius' thoughts on being a good son is what I believe to be a great way to tell if a son is good. Uh, he once said, if for 3 years a man makes no change to his father's ways, he can be said to be a good son. And I think that's true. I mean, even if after your father's dead and you manage to keep his traditions, then yes, you are a good son. Uh, Confucius also enjoyed teaching others his philosophy, but only if they actually want to and were willing to learn. Uh, Confucius spoke out mainly to the emperors and lords during the Warring States period. He tried to make those emperors adopt his philosophy. Uh, Confucius, he hasn't thought of himself as a political man. The most people remember him as a teacher. Uh, Nowadays, people honor him. But the funny thing is, though, even they honor him now and today, and they have a holiday after him. He thought he died of failure, and now those are just a few reasons, and there are many others why I believe Confucius could actually work in today's modern society. Now onto legalism. Legalism literally translates into a school of law. Legalism was a philosophy based off a punishment reward type system. It basically meant like if you did something good and honorable, you'd probably be rewarded by it. However, if you committed a crime, you would be severely punished. Most punishments were the same, whether it was just stealing a loaf of bread or killing someone. All the punishments were basically the same. Legalism was adopted by the ruling court of the Qin dynasty. Uh, in legalism, the ruler is supposed to put the state first, not the people. In legalism, the rulers are supposed to lead their people by fear, and by that fear, the people will respect them because they won't go against someone they fear. The people are supposed to fear and respect the rulers so that they will not try to overthrow them or some conspiracy plots. That's also why the punishment. Another reason the punishment reward system was used to show that people cannot get away with anything without being severely punished. That's why they made all the punishments the same. Uh, Legalism was a system that was to make model citizens. Those model citizens were to behave and act how the dynasty wanted them to act, but it was against their will. Legalists also believe that whether you're a high-ranking official or a peasant, either one, you should receive the same type of punishment. They're saying it doesn't matter who you are, just because you may be a higher rank. If you commit a crime, you deserve the same punishment as someone below you. Now moving on to my personal favorite, Taoism. Taoism was founded by Lao Tzu. Taoism is a philosophical and religious tradition that emphasizes living in harmony with the Tao. Tao can mean multiple things. It means either the way, or the path, or principle. Lao Tzu, and with the writings of Zhuangzi, built the philosophical foundation of Taoism. Taoism has to do with nature, and out of the three, it's probably the most least industrialized. Taoism has to do with the yin yang concept, which it's basically harmony of opposites, meaning if there's day, then there will be night. If and then once there's life, then there will be death. Or like fire and ice, or summer and winter. It just yin yang. If one thing happens, then the opposite will happen. It also has to do with the five elements. The five elements are wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Taoism also has to do with this phrase "good luck, bad luck, who knows," which loosely translated into like you may have good luck, but then followed by that will be bad luck. It'll keep repeating a never-ending loop. Good luck, bad luck, who knows. Uh, like all other religious activity, Taoism was suppressed in the first decades of the People's Republic of China, and even persecuted during the Cultural Revolution. But even during that time, it has continued to be practiced in Taiwan. Today is one of the 5 religions recognized in the PRC, the People's Republic of China, and although it does not travel readily from its Asian roots, it claims adherents in a number of societies. And by far my favorite quote that Lao ever said was, "People in their handling of affairs often fail when they are about to succeed. If one remains as careful as the end as he was in the beginning, there will be no failure." And I just like that quote because I think it means a lot. A lot of failures from people who got close to the end, or because they started to quit trying. They thought they're like, oh, we're close to the end, we don't need to try. But in reality, you do. If you want to succeed, you gotta give 110% the whole way through. And I thought that quote was interesting. Just the wording and just saying that you need to give 110% even if you're close to the end. Because if you don't, then you probably honestly won't succeed. And so this is why I found the 3 philosophies to be the most interesting things in Chinese history that we've learned, because I honestly believe that all the systems could be used in today's modern society, whether it be Confucianism and the follow your ancestors, worship your ancestors and keep ritual and family comes first, or legalism where it's a punishment reward system, and if you do something good and honorable, you get rewarded. However, on the opposite side, if you do something bad, you'll be severely punished. And even Taoism, I mean, honestly, who doesn't want to sit back, smoke a pipe, write poetry, and not have a care in the world? So, yeah, that's why I chose those 3 philosophies.